for joining me. It's been quite a while since I posted a new video. It was an unintentional break while we took some time to move. Our lease was up at our dacha rental, and we were really sad to say goodbye to our adorable little house and bache and our sweet landlords, but a new opportunity arose and we've made a little move just a short distance away to Bodrum. Bodrum is somewhere I visited only briefly in the past, and it has a lot of the similar nature that we love in Dacha, but it's definitely a much bigger city and busier, particularly in summer. It will certainly be an adjustment from the quietness that we experienced in our little village in Dacha, but at the same time, we're looking forward to seeing what Bodrum has to offer, and I'm excited to bring you along and give you a peek into another part of Turkey. Bodrum's a city in the southwest of Turkey along the Aegean Sea that's well known as a summertime destination. And throughout the Bodrum Peninsula, there are various little towns and villages scattered all along the coast, and one of those along the western coast is Gümüşlük. I hadn't been to Gümüşlük before, but we heard that the sunsets here were really beautiful, so we ventured out on this day to explore a little bit more of the waterfront before enjoying the evening views. Despite the beach here being rather narrow, it was full of visitors on this hot and dry afternoon in August. There was a walkway that separated the beach from the waterfront restaurants, bars, and cafes, and many people were enjoying the shade under the abundance of beach umbrellas, all while drinking some hot tea, I might add. It doesn't seem to matter the weather, hot tea in Turkey is always being served. And I've actually heard many Turks say that drinking hot tea helps to cool them down. I'm yet to be convinced on this, but what do you think? A fun activity that visitors to Gümüşlük partake in is wading out into the shallow water to the island called Tavşan, or Assar Island. Now, you don't necessarily need your swimsuit to walk out here, but I would advise it, because if you're under 5'6" like me, be prepared for the water to come up to just below your behind. And there are some slippery rocks, so a decent pair of water shoes is also helpful. Gümüşlük was once the ancient city of Myndos, and I don't have a lot of information on this ancient settlement, but from my understanding, there hasn't been much excavation work done here, and most of the ancient city is left unearthed. However, in a few spots, you can still see remnants of its historical past. waterfront here, you'll find a variety of restaurants, with the main star of the meal usually being fish. Of course, the cost of eating has gone up in most places throughout the world, but that's become very apparent here in Turkey, especially in touristic areas like this. Now, if you're coming from outside of Turkey with a currency that has a higher purchasing power, the prices may still seem somewhat affordable, but Turkey used to be seen as a really affordable option for those looking for a seaside vacation. But it's certainly not much different anymore from other summer hotspots in Greece, Italy, or France. And the fact that an average Turkish salary is significantly less than other Western countries makes it really difficult for a Turk to afford a night out. I'm curious to know what you think about the restaurant prices in the comments below, either as a Turk yourself or a vacationer in Turkey. The heat on this day was intense, and honestly, summer is my least favorite season, and I patiently wait for it to come and go each year. But despite the temperatures, we were determined to make the walk around this little bay and reach to the top of the hill here called Gümüşlük Kocada. From what we could take away from the map that we saw earlier, which pointed out the areas of ancient Myndos, I believe we were walking next to the Poseidon Temple, although it's difficult to know for sure. Continuing up the hill proved to be worth the hike, and we were greeted with impressive views of Bodrum and the nearby Greek islands. As evening set in, the waterfront restaurants started to fill up with vacationers ready to dive into their seaside meals, while the lit-up gourd lamps offered the perfect ambiance for photos. Walking along the waterfront at this time proved to be a little bit more difficult, with wait staff rushing along the walkway between their restaurants and the dining areas. But still, in these early evening hours, the light music playing all around was a pleasant addition to the quintessential Bodrum holiday vibe. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch this little video. I really appreciate you sticking around. And if you'd like to see more from my perspective as an American living in Turkey, please consider subscribing to my YouTube channel and giving this video a thumbs up. Until next time, thanks!